Hi! Today I'm here to do another nutrition fact comparison, and we're going to be looking at whole grain pasta to see if it really is any better for us than regular pasta. So, the first thing I do when I look at my nutrition facts, of course, is check the serving size, because we've seen sometimes how marketing people are trying to make it more confusing for the consumer by making serving sizes slightly different. So in both my regular pasta and my whole grain pasta, I have a serving size of 56 grams. So we're looking at two things that are exactly the same. Now quickly, just running down here, calories, 200 in both. The total fat in my whole grain pasta is 1.5 grams, and in my regular pasta is 1 gram. Not a huge difference. Pretty much the same all throughout until we get to the carbohydrates. So for my whole grain pasta, there's 41 grams of carbohydrates, and in my regular pasta, there's 40 grams of carbohydrates. Very, very similar. But the real difference comes in the next line, where we see the whole grain pasta has 5 grams of dietary fiber, and the regular pasta has 2 grams of dietary fiber. Dietary fiber is something that we want in our diet, and especially if you have kids who don't like eating fruits and veggies, pasta might be a good way to really increase the fiber in their diet. Then I'm looking again, no added sugar in either one. And the protein, my whole grain has 7 grams and my regular has 8 grams. I just want to add a note here that my regular pasta is enriched, meaning they've added back certain vitamins and minerals. So when I look at the vitamins and minerals, I'm only looking again at vitamin D, calcium, iron, and potassium. And vitamin D is the same, calcium is the same, iron is the same, potassium is basically the same, slightly higher in the whole grain pasta. So given these facts, the only real difference here is about 3 grams of dietary fiber. 3 grams doesn't sound like that much, but when I look at the daily value percentage, the whole grain pasta has 18% of my daily fiber requirements, and the regular pasta has only 6%. Sometimes nutrition facts labels, actually oftentimes, they will round numbers. So they won't say something like 5.73 grams of dietary fiber, they'll say 5 grams of dietary fiber. And so that's why I'm going to take a look at the daily value. So now I see it's actually 3 times the dietary fiber. And so for that reason, I would go with whole grain pasta. But if this is something that you're struggling with to get your family to eat more whole grain pasta, you can also just choose the enriched. And what you can start doing is making a combo where you do like half whole grain, half regular, and then you slowly start changing the proportions so that you have maybe 75% whole grain and then 25% regular. It's really going to depend on what works for your family. And again, the biggest difference here is really that dietary fiber. It's such a big difference in the dietary fiber. 3 times more dietary fiber is in the whole grain pasta. So it's worth giving it a shot, taking it home, trying it, seeing if you can get your family eating some more whole grain pasta. Well, I'll be back next week going over another nutrition facts label. If you have something you're just dying to get more info on, drop it in the comments below. I'll be sure to take a look. I will see you next week.